In this video, we'll show you how to repair a small leak in an inflatable kayak using a patch. Before you start, it helps to have everything ready. For this repair, we used a towel, a spray bottle with soapy water, a wipe, cleaning solution, pins, the repair kit, scissors, gloves, glue application tool, and masking tape. The first step is to find the leak. Inflate the kayak until it is firm. Then listen carefully for escaping air. If the leak is not obvious, spray some soapy water over the area where you think the leak might be. If air is escaping, you should see bubbles forming. Once you have found the leak, dry off the area and mark it with a pin so it's easy to find again. Next, deflate the kayak so that it's easier for the adhesive to bond properly. Once the kayak is deflated, clean the damaged area thoroughly using a wipe and a cleaning solution like acetone. You want to remove any dirt, grease, sand, or moisture from the surface. This step is important because the patch needs a clean surface to bond properly. Once the area is clean and dry, you can prepare your patch. For this repair, we used the lid from the repair kit as a guide and traced around it with a pen, but you can use a glass or anything else round that will fit your patch. This gave us a neat rounded shape that was large enough to cover the damaged area with plenty of space around the leak. You can use whatever you have available as a guide as long as the patch is large enough and the corners are fairly rounded. Rounded corners are important because they are less likely to lift or peel over time. Once the patch is cut, use the guide again to mark exactly where the patch will go. This gives you a clear guide so the patch can be lined up properly once the glue is applied. We then placed masking tape around the marked area. This helps keep the glue contained, prevents unnecessary mess, and gives the repair a much neater finish. Now it's time to apply the glue. We recommend wearing gloves for this part. Apply a thin, even layer of glue to the back of the patch, making sure the glue covers the full area right up to the edges, and do the same to the marked area on the kayak. For this repair, we use the back of a wooden fork, but you can use an old spatula, a brush, or whatever you have lying around to spread the glue evenly. It's usually best to wait a few minutes for it to become tacky before adhering the patch onto the kayak. But if you're unsure, contact your kayak manufacturer for guidance. Once the glue is ready, carefully place the patch over the marked area. Try to line it up correctly the first time, then press it down firmly. Start from the center part of the patch and work out towards the edges. This helps push out any trapped air and gives the patch a stronger bond. You can use your hands, a small roller, or any smooth, rounded tool that lets you apply firm, even pressure. Once the patch is pressed down, carefully remove the masking tape. It should leave a cleaner edge around the repair. Now the patch needs time to cure. Do not inflate the kayak straight away. In most cases, while you can usually use the kayak after 30 minutes in an emergency, it's best to leave it for at least 24 hours before using the kayak again so it fully cures. Once the adhesive has cured, inflate the kayak and check the repair. You can use the same soapy water method to make sure no air is escaping around the patch. If there are no bubbles and the kayak holds pressure, the repair has worked. A well-applied patch should give you a strong, reliable repair and get your kayak back on the water. Just remember the key steps. Find the leak, clean and dry the area, cut a rounded patch, apply the glue evenly, press the patch down firmly, and give it enough time to cure before use. Thanks for watching.